Hello viewers and welcome back to another episode of Scale Model Car Chief. In this episode we're going to be looking at restoring or rebuilding the AMX Javelin from 1971. Here are some still pictures of the Johan promo model. It's a curbside kit. It's missing some pieces and got some scuffed up glass, but I think it's well worth saving and restoring. And seeing that it's going to take some modifications to bring it back, I don't have to worry about ruining an original Johan kit or promo model. It's going to be better when I'm finished with it, I'm sure, than the condition that it is right now. I looked on the internet to see if I could find some parts for it so I could try to use original pieces, but all I found was complete cars, and I just can't see taking apart a car to save another. So the A post that's missing and rear spoiler, I'll just fabricate my own. So here's a look at the evergreen strips I'm using to start forming the compound curves of the rear spoiler. Right now I have it held in place with some tape, and I'm pleased with the way it's looking. I'll have cutting and trimming to do, along with the A pillar or post. I'm using a piece of paper, to get the shape that I'm looking for and the length that I need. Just getting a mock-up, so to speak. Well, here I'm looking down at that compound curve of the rear spoiler, and I'm feeling pretty good about what I'm seeing so far. And I'll transfer everything into plastic and then go ahead and start sanding and working everything into the proper shapes. Here's a good look at that AMX grill. Okay, here I'm looking at the upper piece of the rear spoiler. I did it in two separate pieces and glued them together so I could get that compound curve and shape that I was desiring. After this was dried and in place, I went ahead and cut and sanded and filed everything to get the shape and the curvature that I wanted. And here's everything now in place and glued and shaped and sanded, and I'm pleased with the way it turned out. I think once I get a coat of paint on it, it'll give an accurate representation of the original pieces that were there. They're not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, none of my work ever is, but it still will look good sitting on the shelf and give a good, faithful representation of what this muscle car should look like. I'll go with the Go Pack, and I'll do a little blackout around the rear tail lights. I'm pleased with the overall shape and height of the rear spoiler and the A pillar. So the next thing will be moving to get a coat of color on it. I'll finish my 360-degree view, just trying to get a good feel for everything. Well, here's the finished product, as far as the body modifications go, and I put a coat of Dover white rattle can spray paint from Krylon on. I always like this color. It's not too bright. It is a white, kind of looks, maybe a bone color here, but it is a white with a hint of parchment to it. It's a good subtle color, and it contrasts well with the black stripe scheme and color combination that I want to use. Again, I love those fender humps. Here's the glass I was talking about earlier. It's really foggy. So a little 2000 wet grit sandpaper and some polish should clear everything right on up. Now I could read the super glue gel bottle right through the windshield and the rear glass. I'm pleased with the way that turned out. So as always, I thank you for watching and look forward to seeing you tune in to my next episode. This is Stephen, the Scale Model Car Chief. Have a safe and blessed day.